Yes, friends. Now in this video, we will discuss VLOOKUP with VLOOKUP. Then how to calculate the depreciation value, SLN, SRL value. Then next we will discuss about some functionality with using of big data, how to dealing with your big data. So in this video, we will discuss all about these things. We will trace dependency, trace independence value, how it is find out this value. Financial function is SLN. We will discuss. Then VLOOKUP with VLOOKUP, it is called as a double VLOOKUP. How we will use the function with the function, then we will use the VLOOKUP functionality. So make sure that this video is useful for the double VLOOKUP, SLN financial function. Then we will use the particular and in the particular your salary data, how it is your salary data, it's particularly work on how to work with the big data with functionality, all this functionality. Okay friends, we will discuss with this functionality. First is a double VLOOKUP. Here is a SRN, here is a roll number. On the roll number basis, we have a two tables. It's dependent on one to another, right? First table dependent on second table. If we have a only SRN, on the basis of SRN, we will find out the roll number, name and details of this data. Roll number, name and details. Here is a SRN, your number. For example, if you are going from some place, at that time you have to put out the two values. Put out two values, it means that one value in a one Excel file, second value in a second Excel file. So both the file will be very different. First file recording will be stored into the second file. So make sure that you want to use this file on the basis of this one. Here you can see SRN. Here is a SRN. Here is a roll number. Second, here is a roll number. Here is a name and here is a detail. On the basis of roll number, we will find out only name details. No, some people know that. Why we cannot combine to this table? Because in Excel, uh, it is not a compulsory that all the data is in one place. This is not compulsory. All the data is individual place, it is available. So whenever you find the value on the basis of this one, then how it is find out the value? So we can do this. For example, SRN and roll number is sheet number 1, and in a sheet number 2, roll number, name and details. On the sheet number 1 and sheet number 2, on the basis of, we will find out the value in the sheet number 3. So make sure that it will be find out the value on the basis of this one. So if you want to use this value on the basis of this one, and how it is useful this value, how to put out this value on this one, so we can handle this value on the basis of this one. So now if the data is in one sheet, then how want to deal with this value? If the data in a different sheet, then how it is want to deal with your value? This is both are the different value on a different place. You going to use this value on the basis of this one. How to use this value, how to put out the value in a different layout. Both the value in this file, in this Excel file, this is on a one place. Make sure that it will be different place, different file error, it's available. So make sure that all the value is available in the same file. It is not in a different file. If it is different file, then also it will be working. So now we want to use this on the basis of this value. We can find out the particular data. First, we will find out the data on the basis of the one Excel file. It means that one Excel file, we have a particular data and we will find out the value. If it is second Excel file, then we can also find out the value on the basis of this one. So now we want to use this file and do one thing. Yes. Now here is a SRN. Second is name. Third is details. Right? If I'm writing down WRO0, 3 1 3 1 5 3 6 2. On the basis, we will look the name value. We look up this value. Yes. Here is a column index number. It's a table array. On the basis of roll number, we will find out this table value, column index number and range value. Now, what is your table array? It's a make sure that what will be used on the table array, it is from the basics value. Now you can see here, VLOOKUP to VLOOKUP. First, this is a first value, this is your lookup value. Lookup value, you want to use this value for the G1. This is your G1. A1 to B6. This is A1 to B6. This is a second number of column. This is false. This is your table array. This is second value is name and false. Right? How to evaluate this formula? This formula is right or wrong? How to evaluate this formula? What can we do? We can do particularly go for the formula tab and evaluate the formula. First G1. Now you can see this is WRO number A1 to B6. A1 to B6, this is value. So whole the parameter is this one. Here is a value is 202108. This is, you can find this lookup value. Now this lookup value you have to match on this table area. So this table area true and false. Now it will be clear. So we will go for the two parts first, then we will go for the one part. For example, we look up this value, then the table array, column index number 2, then exact match. This is 202106. Now, this value is find out. Now, this value is find out in this table also. So, what can I do? You can use the second VLOOKUP. This is your lookup value. Now, this lookup value you have to find out on this table array. Now, you want to use the true number and the false parameter. If your bracket is not completed, you can see the right bracket is not completed. This is your right bracket and right bracket is now not completed. So at that time it will be create a error. Not, it is not a particular error, but you can see it is only for a message. Yes, see, it will be automatically find out. So first data is find out in your first table, second data find out in a second table. Now, double VLOOKUP, we will use the VLOOKUP, look up this value. On the basis of Mehul, we will find out the particular details value. Yes, we can find out on the basis of Mehul, we will find out the value. But yes, if the name is not available on the basis of WRO, we will find out this value. Then what can we do? If we will find out on the basis of Mehul, right? The Mehul table array, tree and exact match. Here is the value of 3 by mistake. I will put out the 2, then it's a value. It's a NA, A9 to A, this one. Then evaluate the formula G10. G10 is Mehul Lalwani, A9 to C14. If the value is evaluate that, then it will be NA. If I'm writing down here is 3, then also it's not applicable. Yes, it's a not applicable value A9 to C14. A9 to C14 G10 value. If not applicable is coming, then if I want to change my this particular criteria and I am find out to the 2, then it will be find out. Yes, it will be find out. Now you can see here this is a left to right column. Left value is Mehul Lalwani. On the basis of Mehul Lalwani, you have to find out this value. So at that time, you can change your table array. If you don't want to change your table array, so it will be create an error. So make sure that your table array will be changed here, right? So make sure that all the data will be see here on the perfect place. Now we will use the VLOOKUP. First the lookup value, column index number is 2, and exact match, it will be find out the roll number. Now this value you will be find on this array, then you will be find out the details is 3, and this is the exact match of second VLOOKUP. It will be not create error, it will be only value. Now on the basis of first value, we will do find out second value on the basis of only for using from one array, then you can use this one array also. Now for example, if we have a 3 sheet, now we will copy this here, this is value, copy this value here, SR number, name and details. If I'm finding WRO0 4625261, name VLOOKUP, look up this value. First table array is this one, right? Now second value, now exact match, now third table array, now column index number, now exact match. It will be find out or not, we will check. It will be find out. So why we use the VLOOKUP in between the VLOOKUP? When we have two different sheet, two different file, two different sheet, at that time we will find out this value on the basis of this one. So you have to find out the value for particular on this one. So you have to do with this particular file. So in this particular file, you want to use this file. So we can do easily on this parameter, we can create some data. Now on details part, if you want to use the details part, then we will use the VLOOKUP. Then VLOOKUP, lookup value, table array, then true, then false, then this one is true, then 2, and then exact match. So now you have to clear idea about this one. If it is in a different Excel sheet, then it's also working. If it is same Excel sheet, then it is also working. So make sure that all the data is in not in a one Excel sheet. All the data we will be go for the different Excel sheet also. Here is only for VLOOKUP concept, I think so. VLOOKUP to VLOOKUP, yes. Here is an example. VLOOKUP to VLOOKUP, you can use the VLOOKUP is NA error. Then VLOOKUP is NA is one type of error function. If it is true, then VLOOKUP will be written the NA error value. Whenever the NA is not applicable, your table array is not properly, at that time array will be written. Now ID, last name, first name, title, birth date. Here, here is a date. So year fraction. Year fraction is a function which will be date. Value will be used 2006 630. This is our first date. VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is your value for this particular person. For the financial year, this is financial year 2004. Year fraction is a subtraction of this value. VLOOKUP is 5. 5 value is Bahrain and this is a 1955. Lookup value is 5. A2 to E7. It will be starting from first A2 to E7, fifth number of row, then false, and then one value is written. So 2004 minus 1955, fifth number value it's 49. It will be written the 49. Yes, how it is done with date value, we can also show that. Now, is NA, is error, is NA, this is all type of error. If it is error come, then it will be use this. We look up 5, this is array 2, it is true, then employee does not found, otherwise else. If it is NA, it means that you can see in the my video. Sometimes NA is coming. NA when the coming, the employee not found. If NA is not coming, then you can use if function with using of VLOOKUP. You can use the VLOOKUP, then here is the value is fine, then book name. If the NA function is written, then the message is VLOOKUP written the NA, then the message is employee not found. If NA is true, if NA VLOOKUP 15 true, then employee not found. Here is an employee not found because 15 number employee is not available. VLOOKUP and operator VLOOKUP. For ID 4, concat A2 to A7 3 false, then concat this is VLOOKUP. Now here is a particular one type of, you can use the concat function. We will in a previous session, we will using the concat parameter. First value is find out, then space, then second value find out, then third value find out. So with using of concat function, we will use the VLOOKUP also. VLOOKUP ID 4 and operator is always using from concatenation. So make sure that if any places is an operator, it's been that concat to value. 4 A2 to A7 3 it's false, then first value is fourth value A2 to A7, for example 4 number of value, this is third number of column, right? Then value is fine. Fourth A2 to A7, either this is a message. Now you can see here the is the last name and the last value is fourth number of column, this is second number of column, this is third number of column, and this is last fourth number of column. This is called as a sales representative. Now you have to clear idea about this. We have to concat this value. If it is a if with, you can use the VLOOKUP. We can is NA, any type of NA value it will become, then you can use the particular value. And year fraction value, if we will use the year fraction value, then we will also use this value on the year functions value. It will be difference between the 1 year to second years. For example, in this video, last value is date, for example. Now, lookup value as the, for example, Mehul Lalwani. Table array for this one. Column index number is 3. Range lookup is exact match. Now, this is not date. This is not a particular date, right? Here we will functionality from home tab, then go for the date tab also. So it will be convert into the date tab, otherwise else. Here is a date value also. You can find out the date value also. You can write down this value on the number is 3. Exact match. You have to find out this value, and we will find out this text also. It will be error. This is not a date text particularly. So we will not find out the directly date text value. We will use the date functionality also. Date functionality also. Year, month or date. But if it is not find out this value, so we can directly convert this value to the date functionality. Otherwise, else some another functionality is also available. Year fraction functionality also available. Year function, date functionality is also available. This is a called date functionality. It will be return the date value. So any date value is coming, we will find out date parameter. But in this date parameter, he will want the all the date value. So any numeric value, if it is convert, then we will use date value also. Convert the text to number, data text, and this one it will be value error because this is not a particular value. So we want to use the 4435. This is a number value. So we will directly convert to the textual value. If any places it is error is any, and it's been not applicable, is error, then if it is error available, if it is yes, then the error is available. If it is no, then error is not available. Is that clear? So make sure that this is error is available. So we want to do this value on the basis of this one with using of Vlookup and date value. We want to find out. So we want to use this Vlookup with a date parameter. On the basis of Vlookup with date parameter, we can find out the particular formula. So we can use this formula on the basis of particular data. So we can find out the easily. We can directly use this formula on the basis of Vlookup. We can Vlookup with a date. Only Vlookup with a date. This is a called a error. Otherwise, else it will be not an error. So it will be, if it is a written a number, you have to directly convert to the number to particularly date formula. Yes. Another way, if it is a not a, every time we will not convert this value. If it is a value, then it will be convert to the text. Then it will be convert to the dd, y. So now the date format is clear. If I am changing this value here, so it will be 518, I think so, 2021, Neha merchant. So it's a direct entry value. So it will be directly value for the find out. So now go for the formula tab. Evaluate formula. For example, here we will evaluate the formula. G10, this is Neha merchant, this is all are the array. This is numeric value, it will be written, so it will be error. The month, date or value. So it will be SR name, details and SRN. So all the value it will be evaluate on this arrow. So make sure that all the data evaluate on this one. On the basis of particular value, we can easily evaluate if it is data on a different place, if it is data on a same place. If I am want to put out DD MMYY, MMDDYY, DD MMYYYY. So it's a 18/05/2021. Now it is find out 18/05/2021. So you have to find out this value. On the basis of this value, we have to find out the exact value match. If it is an exact value, so we have to find out the exact value on the basis of this one. We can also HMMSS. So any data is a hours, minutes and second. Then also it will be find out on this basis. For example, if it is date, here it's a time, which one time he is logging, for example. Right, here is a date. Now it's a time. We look up the value, then table array, then column index number, then exact match. It will be written the NA. G10, it's a Neha merchant, but we will do value for B9. If it is not a B9, we will not A9. This is direct entry. There is a direct entry and it is not a second column, it is on a fourth number of column. For example, it will return this number. So at that moment, you have to put the text function. In the text function, you have to put this value in HN, MM, and double quotes completed and this value. So now it will be written the perfect time. So make sure that the all the data with the perfect time, it will be clear that. So you have to clear idea about the how to put the value, how to clear it this value. So you have to no doubt how to working with the date, how to working with the time. So make sure that you have to clear about the date, time, VLOOKUP to VLOOKUP. This is double VLOOKUP. All the sheet data in a different place, all the sheet data in one place also. Okay, friends, thank you so much. We will go for the next video.